Epstein's brother's attorney or Epstein's brother's examiner said that he broke his hyoid bone, and the hyoid bone is not usually broken in hangings, only in strangulations. Actually, it is broken in hangings, particularly for older people.
Broken in 3 places.
Yeah, and that's like,
and it's low on his neck.
Yeah, and that happens.
Also, the lady who was the guard deposited money into her account.
I saw that, but that doesn't. What does that mean?
Okay, well,
in other words,
she also Googled his name before he died.
All that's totally
okay, but
it's like, let me Scooby-Doo it.
Why are you dismissing? I don't understand why you're dismissing this. Because if you're
I'm
going
not dismissing it. I'm saying,
well, hold on, you are.
Yeah.
But hold on, you are, because if you do have a guard, and all of a sudden this guard acquires several payments. She made several deposits. One of them was $5,000 just 10 days before he died, and then the cameras are cut. Okay, and then they mysteriously don't pay attention to the cell of one of the most important defendants of any case, any gigantic public case involving enormously famous public figures. And then this guy hangs himself while he's on suicide watch?
Now remember, he tried to commit suicide.
I understand, but why are you not letting me finish what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Because that alone is weird. That alone is weird. That the cameras are cut, that there's no video of it. The whole thing is weird. You don't think it's weird?
Well,
you don't think it's weird that this guy that he just finds a way to hang himself in this cage?
I thought I had that same story. I was like, the cameras are cut, the security guards are asleep.
All those things are true.
All those things are true. It's also true that the cameras went out a long time before that night. It didn't just go out that night before. Security guards fall asleep at night all the time. He attempted suicide, I believe 18 days before.
18 days before, he said that his roommate tried to kill him. Did you know that? Do you know his roommate was a cop that had killed 4 people in contract killings? His cop roommate, his cellmate, was a murderer. He was a guy who was a drug-dealing cop who had killed 4 people in contract killings. And that was his fucking jailmate. And 18 days before, he said that guy tried to kill him.
But he said
that's his.
But is there any
look
doubt
at
that
that guy?
Yeah.
That is his fucking cellmate. Why would you put a guy who's one of the most high-profile defendants in any case ever in a cell with a hired killer who's a giant gorilla, like this huge fucking jacked Italian guy?
But he wasn't in the cell with him that night. He was by himself in the cell that night.
He was the guy who 18 days before Epstein said tried to kill him.
But Epstein tried to kill himself. I don't think there's any doubt about that, right?
I don't know if there's, I've never seen him say it, but I do know that he said that guy tried to kill him, and they found him unresponsive 18 days before. He said that guy tried to kill him.
And couldn't he have lied about that?
That guy was trying to get money.
Couldn't he have lied about that?
Video outside cell during Jeffrey Epstein's first suicide attempt no longer exists. How weird. Yeah, why would he lie about that? He's in
because he doesn't want to have a
guy who he's already saying this guy's trying to extort him.
Yeah.
He's already saying this guy's trying to get money from him, and this guy is a known killer. He's killed 4 people in contract killings. How did you not know about that?
I will say it's possible.
But hold on, how did you not know about that?
I did know about that.
You knew about the guy being a contract killer?
Well, no,
was his cellmate?
Yeah, I knew that story, but I mean, he didn't have a cellmate at the night of his death, right? That was one of the mistakes they made, is that because he was supposed to be on suicide watch, he was supposed to have a cellmate, didn't have a cellmate. I think that, look...
I don't know, but 18 days before he did have a cellmate, and 18 days before he said that guy tried to kill him.
But 18 days before he tried to commit suicide. That's my understanding.
I don't know if that's true, though. I don't know if that's true. I don't know why they would put him in jail with a contract killer.
Well, I mean, how many... Who's in that jail? Aren't the people in that jail pretty rough?
His cellmate is a contract killer. Why would he be in a cell with a cop who's a contract killer?
I mean, aren't there a lot of
the night Jeffrey Epstein claimed his cellmate tried to kill him. New documents reveal Jeffrey Epstein claimed his cellmate tried to kill him in an incident before his death.
Yeah, but we don't...
Okay, but
we don't know if that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you dismissing it, though?
I'm not dismissing it, Joe. Look, maybe more evidence will come out. I'm just saying, if you look at the evidence we have...
you're looking to dismiss it.
No, I'm saying I was confident it was a homicide, and now I'm not.
Were you aware of this?
Yeah, of course, all that stuff.
You were aware that he tried to kill him?
Of course.
You were aware that he said
aware that he said that.
Well, how come you never brought it up before? You seemed shocked when I brought it up.
Well, because my understanding is it was a suicide attempt 18 days before.
Okay. But if he said this guy tried to kill him 18 days before, why didn't you take that into consideration?
No, it is. I mean, I'm just saying that was all. That was part of.
No, when it doesn't seem like you took it into consideration at all, and you're looking to dismiss it.
I didn't know. My view earlier was that it was a homicide because the hyoid bone doesn't break when you have hangings. He said he didn't want to commit suicide. The video went out. The security guards are asleep. I mean, there was a huge investigation of this by the inspector general. So the number of people that would have had to been involved in this conspiracy and cover-up is very large, and it's a large number of people who are in this job to be do-gooders. And so maybe there will.
Okay,
so maybe there was some evidence that will
come out. They're not in the job to be. Oh yeah,
they are.
Sometimes they're in the job to be do-gooders. Sometimes they're influenced by very powerful figures that want a particular result. Does that not happen?
But we underestimate.
But hold on a second. Does that not happen in the real world? It does, right? And wouldn't you imagine if you're dealing with multiple billionaires that may be compromised by the evidence that this guy's going to relay in a trial, that would be one of the times that they would want to exert that kind of influence?
It's possible. And like I said, in our piece, we wrote it's possible. But I think at this point, we don't know. I don't think we have the evidence either way. And that's, for me, that's the change. I went from, I think it was a homicide, to now I don't know. I didn't understand that he committed suicide 18 days before.
No. He didn't commit suicide 18 days before. His cellmate tried to kill him 18 days before.
That's what he said, right?
They found him unresponsive. He said, my cellmate tried to kill me.
Yeah, but how do we know that? Why would we think he's telling
and then was it reported that it was an attempted suicide to try to dismiss the fact that his cellmate was trying to kill him because they wanted his cellmate to kill him? We don't know. But you can't dismiss that.
The psychologist thought he was suicidal. I think my understanding, he could have lied about the room. He didn't want to have a roommate. That's like why, and they didn't have a roommate.
Why would you want to have
killed.
A roommate who's a fucking contract killer, who's a sociopathic cop who killed 4 guys?
But if you're a contract killer and you're in Epstein's cell, why would you want Epstein to die in your cell?
Because you want to kill him because people are going to give you like extra cigarettes at the commissary.
Do we have any evidence
for that? Who fucking
though?
knows? No, but who fucking knows?
Yeah, but we don't know.
Is a guy who already kills people and he's in jail forever. He's going to be in jail forever. So for that guy, you say, will you kill that guy for me? Like that, it's not even much of a stretch.
It's not much of a stretch that Epstein would have killed himself.
It's not much of a stretch that guy killed him either. If he's telling the truth that there was a report 18 days before that guy tried to kill him.
We just don't know. I mean, that's
we
my
certainly
view is we
don't know, but I don't understand why you would want to make the conclusion that he tried to kill himself.
It's not
this guy who's a contract killer was not actually trying to kill him when he said he was 18 days before.
Well, Joe, I mean, please don't misrepresent. I'm saying I don't know, and that the change for me is going from really looking like a homicide to really not knowing.